Okay guys, today's lesson is going to be on simple interest. Simple interest. Okay, so tomorrow's lesson will be on compound interest, which is a different type of interest, but we're going to focus on this one today for the next 2 or 3 minutes. Now this is what you get when you put money in banks. Now they could offer you a simple interest or offer you a compound interest. Again, as I said, we're going to focus today just on simple interest. So the scenario is this. Let's say that you have £2,000 that you want to put into a bank. Okay? That's my drawing of a bank. Right. Now what the bank will say to you is they'll say, whilst your money sits here, you will gain some interest. Now what that means is that whilst it's just sitting there, you will slowly start getting a bit more money at the end of each year. Just so that when you take it out, let's say 10 years later, you've got more money than when you first put it in. Now the bank will say you either getting simple interest or compound interest. So with simple interest, it could say this, simple interest of 3% each year. And we want you to take it out after 5 years. Okay? If they say this, what we're looking at here is this. £2,000, 3% simple interest each year. So what we're going to do, we're going to find what 3% of £2,000 is. So I'm going to do my calculator, 0.03, because remember that 3% can be written as 0.03 of £2,000 is the same as saying 0.03 times £2,000. So 0.03 times £2,000 is 60. So that equals 60. So what that 60 represents is how much money would have been made at the end of the first year. So at the end of the first year, you're getting £60 more than you put in. Now you're going to put them in the bank for 5 years. Now with simple interest, that means that whatever it was at the end of the first year, that's what's going to be for the end of the second year, third year, fourth year and fifth year. So end of the first year, you're getting 60 more. End of the second year, you're getting 60 more than that. End of the third, 60 more. End of the fourth, 60 more. End of the fifth, 60 more. So in total, at the end of the 5 years, you're doing 60 plus 60 plus 60 plus 60 plus 60, which is £300. So therefore, if the question said, how much interest will have been paid after 5 years, you say £300 interest. Now, the next part of the question could be, well, in that case, how much will you take out at the end of the 5 years? So considering that you've already put the £2,000 in, you've now made £300 more. So therefore, in total, you'll be taking out 2,000 plus the 300 we've just made, which comes to a total of £2,300. And that's how much you take out of the simple interest bank. Let's go through a second example. Again, pause the video, guys, if you need to, and you want to try it yourself first. Let's say I put in £1,800 in a bank, and the bank offers me simple interest of 2.5%, okay, per year. Now they might say per annum. The word annum is the same as year, so don't get put off by the word annum. It means year. Okay? And we're going to do it for 6 years, let's say. Okay, so if you want to try this yourself, you can. I'm going to go through it now for those that didn't want to try it. 2.5% per annum. Now, first things first, we want to find what 2.5% of 1,800 is. So I'm going to turn that into a decimal multiplier, which is 0.025. And I'll times that by 1,800. So using my calculator here, I go 0.025 times 1,800 to equal £45. £45. Now that is that at the end of the first year, I have made £45. Let me put the pound sign there. And because simple interest, whatever you make at the end of the first year, that's the exact same that you make at the end of the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and in this case, the sixth, because it's 6 years. So I write that down, 45, 45, 45, 45, and the sixth year, 45. So in total, out of all these 6 years, 45 times 6 is 270. So at the end of the 6 years, I have made £270. So therefore, I'm going to add that to my beginning total, which is £1,800. I'm going to add that to £270. 1,800 add 270 equals 2070, and that's how much I would leave at the end of the 6 years with. Okay?